Hey everyone, well welcome back to the Deep Dive. We're going to be looking at all the top AI news from Sunday, January 12th, 2025. It is a lot to get through today. We've got a ton of wild stuff happening from some, bizarre images going around to Nvidia just, taking over the AI world, and even a sheep farmer from 1863 who predicted the doom of AI. We've got research papers, YouTube videos, articles, even some Reddit discussions. So.
Yeah, a lot of interesting stuff to unpack. Let's jump right in.
Yeah, so first up, I got to ask about those images floating around like the tiny elephants in the palm of a hand. Is that AI slop thing just like a funny meme, or is there something more to it?
Well, it's definitely funny, but it does point to a bigger issue, which is this whole AI hallucination thing.
It's incredible how these AI systems can make such realistic images and text, but sometimes they just get it completely wrong. And so it really raises questions about, how much we can trust AI content, especially as it's becoming more common.
Yeah, like what happens when AI starts hallucinating in situations where accuracy is really important?
Like I'm thinking about the American Psychological Association and their concerns about AI chatbots for therapy.
Yeah.
Especially for minors.
Yeah, they're calling for an FTC investigation into those chatbots because they're worried about the safety and effectiveness. And it's not just healthcare either. We saw Microsoft suing a service for using their AI to make illicit content.
So it sounds like AI development is having some growing pains right now. But despite all that, the big players are moving ahead at full speed. Take Nvidia, for example. They totally dominated CES this year.
Yeah, they had new GPUs, AI platforms, software tools, and they even got that huge server deal with Elon Musk's X. I mean, it seems like they're going all in on becoming like the main provider of AI infrastructure.
They're definitely betting big on AI's future.
Yeah, and while Nvidia is focused on infrastructure, OpenAI is back in the robotics game. After disbanding their robotics team a few years ago, they're back with a new vision, and they're hiring like crazy.
It seems like they're really interested in embodied AI now. AI that can interact with the physical world. Do you think this is part of their long-term strategy, maybe even their path to AGI?
It's possible. I mean, their shift toward embodied AI could revolutionize things like manufacturing, logistics, even healthcare. Speaking of game changers, though, DeepMind's new VO2 AI is getting a lot of attention.
Yeah, that's a powerful world simulation tool, right?
Yeah.
Seems like those are essential for training and testing AI agents in safe environments.
Yeah, it lets researchers experiment and improve their algorithms without any real-world risks. It's a big step towards AI systems that can handle the complexities of the real world. But let's move on to something that's got everyone talking: AI agents.
Right, AI agents. So they're like LLMs, but they can also plan and execute tasks using different tools. There's so much buzz around them. New resources, frameworks, discussions everywhere.
Yeah, there's Simon Willison's blog post about Chip Hoyen's guide. Anthropic's chief scientist is predicting big things for agents in 2025. And then there's the TISAE agents launch on Product Hunt. It seems like everyone's excited about the potential of AI agents.
Even on Reddit, people are looking for study buddies to build advanced agent systems. It's amazing to see all this creativity going into new applications.
Yeah, and the applications are already here. We're seeing AI agents automating Gmail tasks, creating content, even writing full-stack code. It feels like the possibilities are endless.
It makes you wonder, are we headed towards a world where AI agents do all our work? Or is this a chance to free up humans for more creative and fulfilling jobs?
That's the big question, isn't it? It's hard to say what the full impact of AI agents will be. But one thing's for sure, the future of work is changing fast. And AI is right at the center of it.
Totally. And as AI reshapes the workplace, we got to consider the human side of things. Like the World Economic Forum predicts AI will cause both job losses and job creation. So it's going to be crucial for people to adapt and learn new skills.
Exactly. It's not just about automation. It's about humans and machines working together. AI can help us do things better, but it can't replace human ingenuity, empathy, or critical thinking. Those skills are going to be even more valuable in the future.
It's funny, you see stories about people who aren't quite on board with AI yet. Like there was this dad who was totally baffled by his daughter. She had this high-tech doll with AI, but she turned it off and just played with it like a regular toy.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's a good reminder that we shouldn't force AI on people. It needs to be a natural progression, something that actually benefits us.
And we also need to think about the global implications. The U.S. trying to control AI chip exports could slow down China, but it might also lead to more innovation in other parts of the world. These geopolitical battles over AI have huge consequences that we can't ignore.
Speaking of the future, did you see that article about the sheep farmer from 1863? Samuel Butler, he wrote this letter called Darwin Among the Machines.
Oh, yeah, that's a classic. It's amazing how he predicted so much about AI way back then.
He warned about machines becoming smarter than humans.
And that idea still resonates today with all the talk about AGI.
Absolutely. And while AGI might still be a long way off, the progress in some areas is really impressive. There's some fascinating research happening on sparse attention and hallucination detection in LLMs. It shows how much effort is going into making AI better and fixing its weaknesses.
That's encouraging, but we can't forget about the environmental impact of all this. That report by Michael Liebreich for Bloomberg NEF pointed out how much energy those data centers use.
Right. It's a huge challenge for the AI industry, especially with everyone focused on sustainability and net zero emissions. The question is, can we power all this AI in a way that doesn't harm the planet?
It's another reminder that AI development is a balancing act. We need to weigh the potential benefits against the potential risks and make sure that AI's progress aligns with a sustainable future. So it's not just about the tech itself, right? It's also about energy politics, even our vision of the future.
It really is multifaceted, and yeah, I think we're just scratching the surface of what it all means.
It's a lot to think about for sure. Like, how do we make sure AI benefits everyone and not just a select few? How do we minimize the risks? And how do we prepare for a future where AI is such a big part of our lives?
Big questions for sure, and questions that we need to keep discussing. We have to be both optimistic and cautious about AI.
Yeah.
We need to celebrate its potential, but also acknowledge its limits. The future of AI isn't set in stone. We're the ones who are shaping it with our choices.
And that's exactly what we're trying to do here on the Deep Dive, right? We're trying to give everyone the information they need to understand AI and make informed decisions.
Exactly. We've seen amazing breakthroughs, and it doesn't seem to be slowing down at all. But in all this excitement, we need to remember our values. We have to make sure that AI serves humanity, not the other way around.
Well said. Well, on that note, we've reached the end of our deep dive into the top AI news for today. But before we go, we want to leave you with something to think about.
As we move forward, think about this. What role do you want to play in shaping the future of AI? It doesn't matter if you're a developer, an entrepreneur, a policymaker, or just someone who's curious. Your voice matters in this conversation.
So stay informed, stay engaged, and keep asking those tough questions. The future of AI is being written right now, and we all have a part in it.
Thanks for joining us on the Deep Dive. Until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, and stay curious about the incredible world of AI.
We'll be back tomorrow with another roundup of the latest AI news. See you then.